It's the internet, you're busy. Let's do this. This time we're reviewing the Turtle Beach Ear Force wireless headphones for both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Let's go ahead and take a look at them real quick. First, it's the Ear Force 520 for the PlayStation 4. It also works with the PlayStation 3. And then there's the 420X, which works with the Xbox One. What's great about both these devices is they are completely wireless and light, and their batteries last for a long time. It's kind of what you want. I think if you're in the market for a wireless headset for your console, these are two very good options that get the job done with some really good audio. So let's kind of jump into what I like. So first, and this is going to most of these things are going to apply for both things, for both headsets, because they are very similar. The major differences are that the 520 works with the PlayStation 3 as well as the PlayStation 4, and it requires an optical cable to plug into the USB thing. That's it. No big deal. The end result, though, is what I really like. It really does get the job done. They both do excellent audio and excellent communications without having to plug anything into your controller or into your system, so you don't have any cables running across the room, running across your body. And you get a little bit more of a higher quality audio because these are powered headsets instead of just being powered off of out of the analog port on the bottom of your controller. I think the need for wireless headsets has been diminished in this generation, thanks to the ports on the bottom of the controllers. However, after using these for an extended period of time, I have found that honestly, this generation is better at wireless headsets than ever before, than the last generation. It's really easy to use. They're really easy to set up. They pair easily. You can use multiple headsets on one system if you want to. And people can both hear not only the game or television audio or like Netflix audio, for example. They can have their own dedicated line for speaking. So you're not getting all jumbled together. You can assign a headset to each person, and it just works. I'm really blown away by how well this works on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. What I'll say is that these are also very light. They're not, I wouldn't call them stylish. I wouldn't call them versatile. You're not going to be taking them outside, plugging these into your phone. They have one dedicated use, and you're going to use it for that particular purpose. I also wouldn't call them, it's not a high quality build. They do feel cheap. But the point is when you pop them on your head, they are comfortable. They sound nice. And the microphone, it really works really well for a headset, especially a wireless headset. I don't know if you guys know. You could check my microphone comparison thing, and we'll try to do that for these. I actually haven't recorded them yet. If I was able to get it done, let's cut to it now. And if not, I'll figure something out. But check out my SoundCloud playlist, and you can hear how the wireless microphones always sound much worse than their wired counterparts. I think on Xbox Live and PlayStation 4, their voice chat has improved a lot over the years, but still, you don't need a high-end microphone to really communicate with people over Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. These are good enough, and they're a little bit better than good enough, I think. It's really nice. But the point is that at any time when you're playing a game, you can pop this up, power them on. They power on with these triangular Turtle Beach buttons on the side, just kind of hold them down. And the batteries last long enough that you don't have to have them plugged in all the time. And you're going to forget a lot because it's no dock or anything like that, like there is with the Astros. And you'll instantly you'll have your own self-contained audio system that does everything. And with that, I'm really impressed, especially at the price range. The 420X is, I think, $130 right now. It started at $150 down to $130. The 520 is $100, and I think that might have been $130 at one point. At that price, these are really good headsets for the consoles. Now, let's get to what I don't like. Like I said, they're cheap. They feel like they are plasticky and light and wobbly, and it's kind of gross. But I live with it, and I've used headsets that I dislike that feel better that I actually end up disliking more. So there's still something going on here with the engineering, where once it's on my head, I forget about it. It just sort of melds into my skull, and I'm good to go. But it's not just cheap. They are going to be they are going to run out of battery eventually because you are going to forget to dock them or plug them in, and the battery's going to die. And I think that's a hassle, and I really dislike that because there are alternatives that cost $300 from like Astro, the Astro A50s, I think. Have their dock and they go on there and you pick them off and they work with the consoles. And whenever you're done with them, you just set them back down on the dock and they're always charged. And I've been really impressed by that. I really like that. That is one of the features I think justifies the Astros. And there's no alternative for that here. Now, of course, you're saving a lot of money, so that's the difference. And all you have to do is just remember to plug in the USB cable. Still, the battery is going to run out. And like I said, yeah, you're not going to be taking them outside. You're not going to plug these into your phone. That's just not what these are for. So this is going to be a secondary or maybe tertiary headset purchase, I think. You might want something first for your phone so you can listen to music and podcasts, and then maybe consider this. If for some reason you just want, like you play games nonstop and you're always online with your friends, you're always playing Destiny and you need a nice wireless solution so that cord will stop chafing your nipples or whatever the hell the problem is, go ahead and make this your first purchase. I think they're the right device at the right price for this generation. And in that way, I do recommend them. I recommend them both. They are well made in terms of getting their jobs done. And once they're on your head, you'll forget about any of the shortcomings in terms of wobbleness, cheapness. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll forget about it because it's on your head and it feels good, and the audio sounds just fine, and your communications are going to work really well, and that's all you really want. So I think that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. That is the Turtle Beach 420X and the 520s, 420 Blaze It. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. Adios.